pay for the next few years.
The headline inflation rate for last month this year compared with the same month last year is 2.7%. This inflation rate is 0.7 percentage points higher than the 2.0% observed in April. According to the May Consumer Price Index report, the 2.7% recorded last month is 0.5 percentage points lower than the inflation rate of 3.2% observed in May last year. We are now joined by Bongmenzi Zwane, a statistician at the Ministry of Economy, Planning and Development, to unpack what influenced these changes in the inflation. Mangweni, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. So as per the report, 2.0% was realized when we're looking at the headline inflation, realized 2.0% in April and 2.7% in May. What factors really contributed to this increase?
Good afternoon, Notsile and the viewers. What we can say about the inflation going up from the 2.0 to 2.7 in May. One, we can take note of the increase in the fuel prices. Secondly, we are seeing the category of housing utilities also showed an upward trend. So based on those two, they are the main contributors to the inflation, hence the upward trend in inflation rate.
Why is it that the food and non-alcoholic beverages category recorded an annual inflation rate of 1.8% or negative 1.8% in May of 2026?
Okay, one would take note of what happened last year. So from last year, food inflation has been on a decline, and now in comparison, we are still seeing a negative increase. So now, when you try to balance and see what is the cause, so we are seeing stable prices for food items, yet they have been on a decline. So if on average the price is below, then you will have a negative inflation rate. But if the price is above the average that you record for that particular month, then you are likely to see a positive inflation rate. So what happened here is when comparing May 2026 with May 2025, you can see that May 2025 prices were up, May 2026 prices were low. So hence the negative that we are recording.
How did inflation for goods compare to inflation for services still within 2026, and what does that really suggest about price trends in the economy?
Okay, mainly for, I'd say, when you purchase, say you are purchasing a good or you are purchasing a service. So from the data, we categorize, we weigh the goods basket as well as the services basket. So from the ways, the good basket has a higher weight and the services basket has a slightly lower weight. So in the calculation, if something drastic happens on the goods side, then it pushes the inflation up. But rather, if the inflation for goods goes down, then it has the impact of making sure that the inflation is kept stable or even lower. So now, when comparing the 3.2 versus the 1.9%, we can safely say the services part, the increase for the services is lower when compared to the goods inflation. So hence you will see the imbalance as well as also when taking account into the weight of the goods and the services. Weights for goods is higher, the weights for services is lower. Hence, an impact, as I've said, in goods will lead to a much higher inflation or a lower inflation, depending on whether it's an increase or a decrease.
Looking forward, what can we expect?
Okay, I would say for the inflation rate, then what we are looking at, we are still observing the fuel prices. So we have seen that also there have been some changes even in the month of June. So we'll take that into account. As well, we'll be monitoring as we collect data from the outlets all over the country. So what we are going to do, we are going to see if is there any impact, are the prices changing or they are remaining stable. If they are remaining stable, then we are likely to see a much stable inflation. But if the prices do change, then that will mean there will be either an increase or a decrease, but now one cannot pinpoint that there is going to be an increase. It depends on how things stand, especially the fuel, because it is one of the drivers of the inflation. So if it increases or it stabilizes, then for us is to calculate whether there is an increase or a decrease and how it influences our calculations or the compilation process. But in a nutshell, what we are likely to see is if there will be an increase, then we're likely to see an increase in the inflation rate. But if there will be a stable or an even decrease in the prices for fuel, we are likely to see a much stable or even a lower inflation rate.
Mangweni, thank you very much for talking to us. That was Bongo Menzizwane, central statistician at the Central Statistics Office, just unpacking the May 2026 Consumer Price Index that currently records a headline inflation of 2.7%.